There's some breaking news. USC and UCLA are heading to the Big Ten as early as 2024. Wow. Pac-12 and Big Ten have been sister conferences since 1990. Something. It was over the Rose Bowl. They became like almost running concurrently with each other. They would refer to each other for things. When the Big Ten came out and said they're not playing football, the Pac-12 was allegedly going to be a part of that. They came out before everybody else together as sister conferences. Now, two pretty prominent schools in the Pac-12 heading towards the Big Ten. A.J. Hawk as the most popular person from the most important school in the Big Ten. Mm-hmm. Sorry about it, everybody else.
Sorry about it.
How do you feel about the old conference realignment that's currently happening? Cincinnati, Houston, and some other schools heading to the Big 12. Now the Pac-12 is unloading a couple teams. We're about to have a Power 4, huh? It's about to become a Power 3, Power 4 type operation, it feels like.
Yeah, didn't we all see this coming? Like that we're going to eventually just consolidate. Who knows how many divisions or conferences they will have eventually. Don't they talk about building like a super conference that's 8 or 10 teams or something?
Lincoln Riley's offense, how will it do against Big Ten defenses, you think? Because this is like when I was at West Virginia, we often wondered how we would do in other conferences because we're in the Big East. The Big East didn't get a lot of love. So we often wondered, like, all right, if we had to do a Big Ten schedule every week, how would we do? We felt pretty good with the speed that we had. Now, with the SEC, if we run into a very fast team, they might be able to keep up with us. Not great in some other conferences. How do you feel about that style of offense, that system coming into the Big Ten? That'll be vastly different, won't it?
Yeah, it will, but there's different offenses throughout the Big Ten wherever you go. Like, it's not old school 3 yards in a cloud of dust, as they used to say in the Big Ten. They can spread it out and sling the ball.
Is Ryan Day doing a conference immediately saying USC's got a lot of money, okay?
Yeah.
They got a lot of money. We're going to need a little bit more. Now look who's moving into our conference as soon as 2024. That's very soon. These schools and conferences are like, hey, we got to get ahead of this. We got to get ahead of this. Texas, Oklahoma going to the SEC, I think, in 2 years. Mm-hmm. You got USC and UCLA now heading to the Big Ten. What's tradition anymore, AJ?
We don't have it, do we?
Well, you got Rose Bowl history, I guess, with these teams.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, there's definitely I don't know what college football is going to be 5 years from now. It's going to look a lot different.
I don't think any of us have any idea.
No. That travel's going to suck, right? I mean, you've talked about it with West Virginia having to be in the Big 12. UCLA and USC, that's kind of tough for both sides, really.
At least they have one school in their city, though.
Yeah.
So at least 1 week of the year, there's one away game.
Sure.
There's zero travel. So it cuts into it a little bit in the schedule, right? I mean, that's legit.
Yeah. I mean, I guess compared to the rest of the Big Ten, they do have a long ways to go. But when you're 18 to 22 years old, you can handle it.
I think so. And think about the booster planes that are coming now that NIL is real, you know.
Yeah, and you're making millions of dollars now. Yeah. All those schools, the big ones at least.
They said Cuz just signed with UCLA. He had the babushka on. He was in pajamas thrown. I seen him on the internet. He's $8 million or something.
Oh, was it UCLA?
Wasn't it UCLA?
I thought he was Tennessee, but I could be wrong.
Oh, he might be Tennessee, but he's out of
wearing the pajama pants.
Yeah, he's out of Southern California. He's like $8 million or something like that.
Tennessee.
God damn,
big money.
$8 million.
That's right.
What
now.
does he have to do for that? What's his obligation? What's the contract look like?
Probably play.
Yeah, it has to play.
I think playing is a big part of it. We learned that with Quinn Ewers, right?
Yes.
Quinn Ewers, he had the first $1 million deal. He had to get out of Texas so that he could collect this money because of how old he was. Mm-hmm. Then he didn't play, so he didn't collect any of the money with the way the contracts were set up. Oh, they were trying to fuck these young kids that had never seen a contract before. Never would have guessed that. I assume he has to play, and they'll take care of him. There's a guarantee whether you don't play, you get redshirted.
I mean, though, like, doesn't he have to go do stuff for whoever is providing the money? Don't you have to do appearances and show up and maybe speak or do whatever?
Yeah, I think posts, right? Posts are very valuable.
I guess that's definitely part of it, yeah.
Posts are a big deal. These young bucks are about to get dropped and baptized in the school of business, and I'm very happy for them.
They should rent a sweet house, sweet college. If you're making millions of dollars and you have that much money, you could I'd rent a 25,000 square foot house.
I'd be riding in a G-Wagon.
Yep.
I'd have a 25,000 square foot house. We'd have incredible kitchen area, maybe a chef. Chef living there. Obviously, there's going to be a tap in the place.
Uh-huh.
It's what a life. These dudes are about to live lives of all the rich kids that go to college.
Yeah, but they're going to be like famous celebrities playing football at the same time.
Superstars as well. So what the other kids had that the football players didn't have was the money and everything like that. Now the football players have all the celebrity, all the connections, and the money. Oh, it's going to be a good time to be a college football player, AJ.
Yeah.
A good one. A great college football player is about to. Not that it wasn't before, but now it's like everything is just on your side.
And if you're in college, man, guys are going to be blowing a lot of money on some sweet college parties, some sweet, like, just toys, different things. Like, man, I can't imagine what my college household looked like if you had NIL deals making all this money.
I got $40,000 out in loans and lived like a king for a couple of years in Morgantown, West Virginia. I couldn't even imagine being a multi-millionaire. Oh my God! I would have been.
Man.
I would have never made it to the NFL. I mean, I've always been a person. I'm not supposed to have money. I've experienced that, but I would have never made it. No chance at all. Need that I still got to go and make it. I still got to make it. I still got to make it type thing to drive me, especially through those workouts. So I got nothing but respect for the maturity of these kids being able to handle instant success, both financially and also on the field, so you can hopefully go on and achieve professional football.